We'll start with Adam on the left. Riley.
Bryce, I think you had your best fastball the other day in Toronto, the best velo of the season. Just what do you attribute that to at this time of the year?
Yeah, I think the last 2 weeks, everything's felt really good. Body, elbow, yeah, everything's felt really good the last couple weeks. And then plus, you factor in playoffs. Last 2 games have been on the road, so get a little extra adrenaline. But yeah, it helps a lot when body's feeling good. And so yeah, I'm happy with where the elbow and my body feels right now.
Go to Taryn in the front.
Bryce, with your start, you had a chance to see just by doing it what was effective against this Blue Jays lineup, and you've also had a couple games now to see what else is effective and what hasn't worked. How can that, just kind of different levels of performances kind of help you for your next start here tomorrow?
Yeah, it's a little different, throwing to the same team in 5 days, and the only time I've done that is in the minor leagues with the new minor league schedule. But yeah, I mean, they were swinging it really well against the Yankees, and we slowed them down. And then yesterday they were swinging it really good. So I don't know. I don't want to say too much on game plan or anything, but just gotta study how I threw the other day and what works and what doesn't work, and go out and attack.
We'll stay on the left with Dan.
Bryce, how did you feel like you were able to get back into your routine after making the last start on short rest and this one obviously on standard?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a normal week for me. We're back to 5 days, so I got a bullpen this week, and everything's feeling good and smooth and healthy. So that's the main thing. And yeah, and we're back home, so back on normal schedule.
Go in the second row on the left, Mike.
Bryce, just over the course of your career, you've had great numbers here at T-Mobile. I'm just curious, what is the difference for you being here in terms of what the kind of park it is, but also the vibe, or just what do you think has all gone into your success at T-Mobile specifically?
Yeah, I don't know. We've tried to, as a staff, try to pinpoint, why the last couple of years we've thrown a lot better at home, and we haven't really figured anything out specifically. I mean, obviously it's a good pitcher's park, and the fans are great and are behind us the whole time. And I think it all plays a factor into it. You're sleeping in your bed, and you wake up, everything's, you got your routine, it's all comfortable, so that helps. But yeah, it's anytime you're pitching and they're cheering for you compared to cheering against you, it helps. And it helps pitching in a pitcher-friendly park as well. So it just kind of adds to the confidence, and being able to go out there and get ahead and attack whenever you know that everything's on your side, in your favor.
Go to Taryn in the front.
I know you obviously said you didn't want to give too much of the game plan, but Detroit, that was a more patient lineup, one capable of just extending at bats. This one, much more aggressive. What's kind of the differences or kind of the keys for you while pitching to a lineup like the Tigers compared to this one?
Yeah, I think the main thing, just teams in general, whenever you're throwing to a very aggressive lineup compared to one that's not so aggressive, like you have to really make your pitches. You still want to get ahead. That's what we preach and what we try to do no matter what. Like, you want to get ahead and win your 0-0s and your 1-1s. But you got to be a little more careful, in the early count pitches. You don't want to, just be like, if it's a guy that I know is not going to swing for the most part 0-0, then it's a little easier to, throw it down the middle. And whereas if they're looking to do damage on the first pitch, then you got to, pitch to the edges early and still get ahead. But yeah, you just got to make it a point to make better pitches in those early counts, and get to the edges and not just give up the middle part of the plate early.
Go on the right, Andrew.
Bryce, obviously wouldn't have liked to have the injuries earlier in the season, I imagine, but yourself, Logan, with George, all you guys getting healthy, it kind of seems like at the right time. Is there any credence, do you think, to the idea of this pitching staff, as good as it's been all year, it's now kind of peaking at the right time, even with Bryan only being available out of the bullpen here?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, really, yeah, like you said, it took all year for us to get all five in the rotation and feeling good. And yeah, I'm glad that Woo's back and feeling good. And hopefully, we get him in the game and see what he can do. He basically, held it down, him and Louis, for us three the majority of the year. And so yeah, now it's kind of been our turn to pick him up and hold it down while he's been gone. So, but yeah, I mean, with how well last year went for all five of us, it's good to have all of us, feeling good, healthy, and at the end of the year in the postseason.
Go to Tim in the middle.
Bryce, with Dan saying that Bryan's going to throw out of the pen, he was so good all season about getting deep into games. As a teammate and a fellow pitcher, in a short stint of 1 or 2 innings, what do you think will stand out about him or his stuff pitching in a smaller sample versus over 6 innings or so?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to try to do anything more, knowing that he has a lower pitch count. He's been, over the last few years, he's been really good, even when he's been lower 90s, and he's been really good at upper 90s. And he's able to, just with the uniqueness of his delivery and of his fastball, just tear through lineups, even when he's not feeling good. And I mean, you see he threw 1 inning in the All-Star game and was 97, 98, and was untouchable. So, but no, he's going to go out there and do what he does and attack and get ahead. And I don't know what his pitch count is or how many innings that they'll limit him to, but I'm sure that it's going to look like normal Woo.
Go to the back left.
Yeah, Bryce, just curious your excitement level to pitch on a stage this big at home and just kind of what you anticipate the atmosphere being like tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be, I mean, all postseason it's been electric, and I've been watching from the dugout. I haven't got to pitch here yet, so yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm excited, and it'll be a lot of fun to see what it feels like on the mound. But no, fans have been great, and it's been a lot of fun playing here and having them behind us.